We're good whenever.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Sportslifetalk, where life without sports is just talk. We got B Jones in the house.
Yeet!
We got Serge in the house.
What's up?
And today, once again, from Lovers or Friends, we got Pam.
Hey.
So you had episode 54 is called The Game of Life, and we'll talk about gaming, and also Pam had a game night last night. So you want to tell everybody how that went?
I did. It was great. We had it at a barbecue joint last night, so people were able to eat.
So what kind of barbecue was it? Like, was it good, or was it like?
It was good.
It wasn't like Culture's type barbecue, was it?
No.
Like who type?
Culture's? You never heard of that?
You never heard of Culture's? That's
Well,
I heard of Dickies.
What?
Dickies, Culture's.
Yeah.
I'm not a Dickies fan, man.
Okay.
Culture's
is better than Dickies, though. I mean, like,
Yeah, it's better.
right here.
Culture's
right
is
here.
definitely better than Dickies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of the city is that in?
We have
Oak
some in
Cliff?
Dallas.
There's-
Oak Cliff, yeah.
There's Culture's is
Yeah,
multiple
they've been
locations.
everywhere.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm north Dallas or Frisco.
Oh, no,
type
they don't
area.
have that up there.
Yeah, we got
Dickies.
Dickies and
Y'all probably got
somebody
like
else.
Hutchins.
Hutchins go dope though.
Hutchins is
Man,
dope.
yeah. But Hutchins is
Hutchins.
expensive. My
Hey,
son and I
but-
went. It was $40.
Yeah, it's good.
Randy White has a spot up there too, doesn't he?
No, that's
he
where
did. They shut
Hutchins
it
is
down.
now.
Then Hutchins
Oh,
moved
okay.
in.
That, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
to both of the Hutchins and they rolling.
Yeah.
All right. So besides that barbecue, tell us a little bit more about it.
Games. We played Taboo. We had some spades, dominoes.
Did y'all have a tournament?
No,
Y'all
everybody
just
was
played freely?
just doing. Yeah, just doing.
Did y'all
doing
have
it.
dominoes or did y'all have like the family domino? Or
No,
family
dominoes or bones.
Oh,
Which
bones,
one?
yeah. Did
Bones
y'all
is what
get
we
like?
played.
Did you hear somebody crack the table with a?
It was no,
With a
it
big
was
10?
no. And I don't know how to play dominoes, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if we were playing dominoes or bones. I know the table didn't shake and they didn't like all come up for a second.
They playing dominoes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
playing
they're playing
dominoes.
dominoes. Yeah.
Did anybody renege?
No.
It's
Nobody
not.
reneged in
No.
spades? Come on.
I mean,
now.
I heard a lot of trash talking though.
Well,
you
that's
know.
like-
Well, that's mini
Yeah.
bones. We'll say chicken bones on that one. They play chicken bones. Hey, B, can you play dominoes?
Man, I'm all right. So I got my head cracked growing up, at all the family events. So nobody would invite me. And then about a year ago, a friend of mine was like, "Dude, you can learn how to play."
It's
So
not
I
hard, man.
downloaded a little app on my cell phone, and I would play competitively with my friends online. But I get a few wins, but playing 2-on-2 versus a 4-man.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
like.
a
I
different
play a team.
experience.
What
So-
about you, Serge? Can you play some dominoes?
No.
I just
Never
connect the
have,
dots.
never really
Like,
tried.
okay, that's
Hey, look here.
4,
Y'all coming to the
that's
house.
4.
I'm about to give some lessons. I got to show y'all.
Glad-
Okay.
So
All
KT, to kind of set us up for later, because I got to use this as my arsenal, right?
Mhm.
Is dominoes a sport?
No.
No.
All right,
It's not a
we'll
sport.
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. You thought you was gonna get me, didn't you? Nah,
I thought we was
it's
gonna
not
talk
a
about
sport.
Chess, checkers, poker. None
No,
of those.
none of
are
those
sports.
are
Those are
sports.
not sports.
But
no.
nice try.
No.
I'm glad it's 3-against-1 because
So
I got some stuff to back me on this.
Oh,
Keep
whatever.
going.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, so any love connections last night? Any networking for you?
I'm trying to hook 2 people up that were there
Oh, really?
last night. Yeah.
You want to say their names? I mean,
Come on, man. Hit
Come on,
me.
we need some dirt. Come on,
It's
give us the dirt.
Come on, Cupid.
But I will say the problem was the only problem there was height.
A lot of short guys were there.
Yeah, and so my friend was like, "Oh, he's cute, but he's kind of short."
That's the feedback everybody said
Yeah,
about you.
Okay,
Yeah.
They
how
were like
tall is your
6'2"?
friend?
How tall is she?
Yeah.
Just like that much taller than him.
So
And
how
she
tall
had
was
on
he?
flats.
About 5'6", 5'7"? What?
5'4.5".
Say, bro, you ain't got a chance. I'm letting you know right now.
All
If
my
you're listening to
friends,
this, go ahead and get somebody else.
Yeah.
all my 6'2" friends coming up to me and saying, "I qualify."
Okay. Okay. Tell him to text you right now.
Because you said they had to be 6'2" or more.
I prefer that.
Yeah.
But that is not really happening. For
But
me.
but didn't she also say she had somebody that you were interested in the last time? Did that
Yeah.
fall through or something?
It's not working out.
Oh, Pam. we
On
gotta-
to the next one.
Yeah, we got to do
Now,
what
I
we
do want to say real quick, I was out last night at the Hideaway, and there was a guy that was eyeing me, and then he had his friends come up and try to talk to me, and I was sitting in a bar stool, and he was standing up, and I was still taller than him, and I said, I'm 2 feet taller than you, right?
But he was shooting his shot.
He thought he was LeBron. He was just really shooting. And so then his friend came up and like literally picked him up and held him in the air and was like, "Well, he's tall now." And I'm like, "Yeah,
God,
no."
that just made it even
Oh,
worse.
Come on,
exactly,
man.
exactly.
Hey,
So-
Serge, another grown man picking you up. How you reacting, man? How you reacting,
like,
bro?
You're defriended from everything.
Bro, you might catch them squabbles with me, man.
So
Somebody
Pam,
reach over the bar and grab a bottle and hit you over the head.
Right.
you're gonna have to.
right.
So you never dated anybody shorter than you.
I
ever?
have.
You
Yeah,
have?
I have.
So let me ask you this question: would you be open to dating somebody outside of your race?
That's a no.
No.
you
Quiet.
have-
No. It would really just. I would.
Okay.
It would really just depend on the race.
Have you ever dated anybody of other color?
Not as a grown woman.
Okay. All right.
I don't even know. What
Apparently,
Yeah, I
I
know. So when you say it like that, I'm like,
apparently, I
No.
intimidate men. Period. So other races really are. If I intimidate black men, I know I intimidate other
So
races.
why do you think that you come off like intimidating? Is it because you're tall?
Because I'm big.
You're big.
You're
That's-
not big.
You're not
No,
big.
not
what,
big.
no, not big like
I
that,
know
but
what you
just
mean.
like
I get
big.
what you
Men
You got
think I'm big.
you got a nice
I get
presence.
what
Yeah, you know,
Gotta-
and,
yeah.
and so that's what I've heard. Because even last night, I was telling one of my friends, I was like, I don't meet guys out. Guys don't just really come up to me and, hey, girl, what's going on? They stare at me all damn night, and then when I'm leaving, they're like, hey.
So is it your facial expressions? Because that could be
No,
something
because
too.
I'm usually laughing and talking
Yeah.
with my friends. I'm not, resting bitch face.
That's why they call it resting B face, right?
No,
Yeah.
I'm laughing, talking, having fun, whatever. But then they just, like, I was talking to one guy at the bar, and we kind of vibing a little bit, and then he was like, okay, bye. And I was like, well, bye. Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know what it is. I guess with like black women, because of all of the stuff that we've gone through,
Yeah.
B. Jones just going and trying to be nice and just say, hey, you look nice today. And they'll just give you a little attitude. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So I can
right.
see that being a
So
deterrent.
you think a lot of
sometimes.
the kind of the stigmatism,
Of course.
Yeah.
of previous
Yes.
interactions, like
But
that.
I don't see that with myself. Now, I mean, because I am always, unless you just come completely sideways at me, even this little guy last night, I was really being nice to him. I honestly gave him my phone number.
Wait. Why are you giving him your phone number if you're not gonna have?
because he
he's not
don't
gonna
live
have a
here, so I ain't got to worry about him.
chance? You gave me your real number.
Well, yeah, because you can't do that now because you put it in their phone and they call you and then they wait for your phone to light
Yeah.
up.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how you do it.
Yeah,
Hey, just
I mean,
call
you got to
me.
make
Yeah.
sure.
Sure, this
Yeah.
is the right number. Yeah.
Right.
So
Because
ghost
he-
numbers is no longer
well,
a
'cause
thing.
I
No,
actually-
because you
no.
want the other person to also save your number.
No,
Number, yeah.
exactly.
So when you're calling or texting, they know, oh, it's that person. Not like, well, who's this number? I don't know this number.
Exactly.
You're
Because
not
I
gonna
actually
ignore
put
it.
in the wrong number. I put in 224 instead of 214, and he texted me and he was like, "Your phone ain't lit up yet." And I was like, "Oh wait." So I looked at the number. I was like, "Oh, I gave you the wrong area code."
Oh,
But
okay.
but when doing that though, didn't you give him like the wrong impression? Because now he's thinking, okay, well, we kind of vibed a little bit. I got the shot.
Well, first of all,
He's
texted-
gonna look past that.
He will, because he
He's
texted
gonna
me
look
at
past
2:00 this morning. Like, what you about to do?
Wow.
So that was you already. You had one ex. Now you on your second ex. Let's see when you hit that
Hey,
third.
We're gonna go and get rid of him. He tripping.
2
Hey,
o'clock
We're
in the
giving him the
morning?
third X.
But she boosted his self-esteem up, even if it was just
Exactly.
one night.
That's
That
what I'm
man
saying.
felt
You
he
gave him the
walked
wrong-
out like a king.
But
I
now
got
that
a number, man.
But hey,
Hey, I
B.
got me a
Jones,
towel.
now that I've texted you at 2 a.m, what do you think my intentions
Oh, you
are?
already know what that
Exactly.
is, bro.
Exactly. It was 2:05.
It was
I was like,
2:05. Yeah.
Oh,
See,
Yeah.
it just got out
Yeah,
of
had
the bar.
5 minutes to
You
think
ain't
about
trying
it.
to spend time with your son. You trying to get him off to the college tour?
Yeah, I was like,
You had 5 minutes to
yeah.
think about it after 2 o'clock.
yeah. So, so
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
nah, say homeboy, you done. But if you listen to the podcast, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Hey,
We appreciate it.
So Thursday, the NCAA March Madness
March
started.
Madness.
So, how's everybody's
One of the
brackets
best
looking?
times of the year.
It is, yes.
I did 2 brackets so far. With 32 games I played, and one of them I got 29 correct,
Wow.
and the other one I got 26 correct. But the 29 one, yeah, it's
And
the first day I had all but one correct.
Did you pick Florida to win?
And LSU. It sounded
Yeah.
like you got LSU.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that was just
LSU almost cost everybody.
Cut it close.
No, man, bro. Look, I knew. Let me tell you something. I knew
There
when
we
Jay
go.
Will, they all came on the media, upset special. We think LSU gonna be the upset. I say, go with LSU. The media never get it right, man. Media never gets
They
it right.
were very, very close, though. Didn't y'all win by a
What
point?
is close, man? What is close? You know what? You almost won.
Put a little
Congratulations.
scare
Almost
in it,
doesn't
right?
count.
Look at this.
A little
Yeah,
break,
so-
a little break here and there.
We
they
got
should have lost.
Pam. You know the feature. The woman of the hour is smarter than
Who's probably about to
gurus.
leave now that she just agreed with you.
Yeah.
She got-
Wow.
I got drip for sale.
Or whatever. Out of here.
But,
Hey, but
no,
that's why
it's-
you need to listen to our show. Our very own Surge here got 20 what?
29 out of 32.
How many other sports podcasters are doing that? You know what I mean? We rolling over here, man. We know
I
what we're
got
talking
31
about.
out of 32.
No, you
Really?
don't. Really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so tell us what you really did. Tell us
Because
what
I'm
you
like,
really-
who played again?
Yeah.
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 Now
You
tell
did a
us-
bracket?
No, not this year. I did not. I normally do. So my technique is just pick some names, ones I'm familiar with.
So would you pick, like, if say it was Murray State versus Duke, who would you go with? You've heard of Murray State before, right?
No.
So you would win with Duke, right?
Yeah, right.
So okay, so that's how you would have did it.
Hey,
And-
so we need to reestablish your teams, though. So do you have any college preferences or NFL or NBA? Any preference, any teams that you
I
like?
like the Cowboys.
Hey, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm a
I like
Cowboys
the
fan.
Cowboys.
Yes, you can come back any day. As long as you didn't say the Saints.
Cowboy.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. No,
Oh,
I'm a
thank
Cowboys
you.
fan. I like basketball. It's
But
not
you
a
probably
sport
like
that
guys, athletes more than you do
Yeah.
teams.
You like the individuals? So I
yeah,
can name you
and
like
I'm
some
just
players.
I'm basketball is kind of I don't know. I prefer to be at a game. Watching basketball on TV is not exciting to me. Watching football on TV is. Being at football games is.
Yeah.
Being at basketball games, but
'Cause
I don't like watching.
Yeah, the last time you were
basketball.
on, didn't you say you like Kobe Bryant? Or
Yeah,
am I
I
making
do.
it up?
That is
Okay, it
me.
was Kobe.
Yes.
Nah, that was Kobe. Yep.
Yes.
So you
yes,
like
sir.
the Black Mamba, and
Yes.
we'll
Yeah.
leave that alone. All right, so once again, I don't know where to go after I said it. Okay, at the University of Missouri in Kansas City, they did a poll and they asked like 78, I don't know, male undergraduate students what they prefer as far as looking at somebody from the Miss USA
Mhm.
tournament, not tournament,
Pageant?
Contest, pageant.
that too.
Pageant, yeah.
Hey
Pageant.
man, I'm still trying to gather my thoughts. And now they're preferring women who are muscular compared to those that are skinny. And I know we talked about this before, so what would you prefer?
I mean, I'm obviously gonna go lean towards whatever's more natural. That's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
me. I feel like obviously if you do end up getting muscular, not saying you couldn't do it just strictly working out, but you obviously do have to put supplements in your body and stuff like that to get to a certain point. And so that automatically would kind of eliminate a certain portion of how I would view it. But that's just my personal preference. But so yeah, it would just probably definitely rub me the wrong way.
I think I could take a woman who is muscular, but not to the degree of
Of a bodybuilder.
a bodybuilder
Right.
muscular.
Like a fitness person.
yeah,
Yeah, like that competes in fitness, competitions. They're not the ones that need to take all these supplements because they're more about making sure that they do go into the gym and they eat right.
Right.
As opposed to bodybuilders, they have to take all this creatine and this and that pretty much as long as it's not. I mean,
12
obviously,
meals a
and then
day.
there's some people
Yeah,
that
they
obviously
gotta
do
eat.
take steroids and stuff like that too. So to get to that point, at least at a time in their life, they've done it because they needed to at least bulk up. And then as long as they maintain working out, then they could probably keep that on. But and I've been to with my friend, he actually hosts bodybuilding shows here in Dallas, and so he's a bodybuilder himself. But he had one where there's two categories. There's the bodybuilding side of the females, and then there's the fitness side, and then it's totally two different realms. And I definitely don't really find any of those women who look, more like men as far as like
Right.
because it's like it's almost too much because there's probably one person I was like they were on the borderline of like, okay, they actually make it look, okay because they're on like the lower end of being muscular out of all the people that were there. But hey, whatever works for them, if that's what they're happy with, that's cool.
But my thing is, on women, one of the things I like is your friends.
Of course.
And when you start becoming a bodybuilder, you lose friends. You
So
know what I'm
y'all
saying?
not y'all out there listening to this driving in your car. You're
but,
not seeing KT's. You're not seeing KT's hand
See,
motions
that's not
Yeah.
too bad.
of who he's
But
described as a
just
friend.
use
So
your
go watch the
imagination.
face. Go watch our
Friends.
YouTube video. You'll be able to
I
see
love
this.
I love when you bring your friends.
Your friends, your two friends, your twin friends.
Two friends.
Well,
So-
some of them are cousins. Some of them aren't necessarily twins.
Hey,
So he
well,
talking
hey,
about
bring your
upper
cousins
body.
You're talking
too.
about Laffy and Taffy, right? Yeah.
I think y'all give
I
it
guess
up.
when
Yeah.
you get older, they call distant friends. That's
Yeah.
Don't care. I can help pick you and your friends up. How about that?
Long distance friends.
Hey,
What
but-
about you, B?
No, I mean, of course, I'm going to be more well-rounded. I think I like the curve thing. And, I remember back in the day, you would watch all the, the articles, and they would be real thin and pale. And then all of a
Mhm.
sudden, you kind of saw that transition. And now if you watch a commercial or something, they try to promote the
they got a
curve.
little
Even the
thickness.
models now are starting to
look at Old Navy, look at their jeans and stuff like that.
They starting to try to promote that them hips and them, them grits and eggs.
Yeah, let me go
man.
off topic. I have never in my life seen as many Caucasian women with curves as it is today.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
Izzy.
Oh man, so Spider.
Mm-hmm.
What do you prefer over there, man?
I think I would not prefer muscular, but it really just depends on the situation.
What, skinny? Or you like skinny? Or?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm more of a curvy guy.
All right.
Okay, well, hey.
So if a
I can
woman
dig
walked
it.
by and she had a big booty, you'd be like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Spider, we're gonna get you one, man. We're gonna get you a sister named Lola. We're gonna get you a Lola.
I do
Not
like
Lola.
chocolate.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
Spider in the building.
Stand up, Spider. How tall are you?
I'm not
Spider, you might have jumped off into the water, bro.
Hey, we'll make a love
Hey.
connection day if we can.
Might have to catch with that spider web.
Hey, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, hey, we'll have KD.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
That's hilarious.
So speaking of, why I just get a good morning text from Mr.
Mr. 205.
Mr. 205.
Hey, say that when we come back. Be like, why we was on now?
I got it at 10:44. Oh shit! Oh,
You really did bring champagne and OJ?
we finna have mimosas
I
up in
thought
here?
she was joking. She said I brought champagne and OJ.
I hope you brought it for the whole table.
No, she did. No, I thought it was a joke.
You gotta move.
Damn, pop
She-
bottles,
she-
bro. All right.
Okay,
Going
there
out
you go.
today.
You in.
Going out
You
today.
stupid, man. I wonder I almost say. I wonder when you asked me, I was about to say, you got to be different type of person.
Oh, let me show you.
You gotta
the
be
trend.
you gotta be into like fitness and stuff. Then
Okay,
you
so look at
automatically
her.
get
What y'all think
involved in
about
that
her?
Mix.
I ain't gonna lie. She's not too bad.
She's not.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
Oh yeah, I can work with that.
I don't know. Them guns look a little bit.
No,
Right?
there ain't really no guns.
What's
She
going
just
on,
got-
girl? Yay for the
fine.
mimosas.
Not
So
fine, though.
you the
see what I'm
bartender.
saying?
Right.
She fine.
When you're
That's your
muscular,
girl?
Let me see.
when you're muscular, even when you're relaxed,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Hey.
that's not bad.
What?
I mean, I'm talking about
Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
But if she hit you though, if she hit
Have some
you,
fun, man.
Yeah.
Explore a little bit.
Okay, now we're gonna have to leave her alone.
That's your girl, Spider?
No, it's just somebody that's come on the show.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say.
Does she
Spider
wanna come
trying
on
to
our
get
show?
wet. Yep.
See, like when it's
She's in Australia right now.
if you're muscular, even when you're relaxed, it's defined. Like that's not.
No, she's
You know what I mean? She's
kind of
relaxed.
at the
And you
beginning.
can't see nothing.
I think that's
Hey
probably the
man,
largest.
hey Spider, do
We're
you
about
mind
to
taking a
have
picture?
Saturday
You mind
Fun Day
taking
right
a picture
now.
of the drinks, man, so we can put this on the.
Oh, it's whatever, man. Saturday Fun Day.
I'm gonna start talking real crazy
Uh
about
oh.
it.
Yeah, you do need to mention old boy though.
No. If this mine, I'm good.
And then be like, and his number is, ladies.
Yep, he sure did.
I was like, I'm over here.
Oh, man.
I was like, I'll smile,
I'm
but
used
I
to saying
mean,
Miss Beckham.
Bartender.
Ooh, just saying, looking
That
at
little
me.
bitty bit of champagne.
Me, I'm weak sauce when it comes to alcohol.
Oh boy.
Oh. No, I'm good. Thank
No,
you.
man, you could have put a drop of orange juice in that surge would have been all right.
No.
What you
I
trying to say
gotta
about
have.
man?
You
So
gotta
champagne,
even it out,
It ain't
man.
hard. It ain't hard though. Like wine ain't hard, is it?
You want to check it?
Okay.
What it say?
Okay, that's good.
Huh? I said,
Thank
you want
you.
to check it? Check it.
Oh, taste it.
No, I said chug it.
no, don't chug this one.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Now, if you're weak,
I ain't taking you home.
All right. Okay.
You can
tastes
taste it,
good.
right?
Yeah, it tastes good.
Oh, hey, I gotta go the opposite way.
Mesquite
Thank
versus
you.
everybody.
it's
No, she sent a
delicioso.
text and said, I was like,
Yeah, there it is. Rafino.
hey, you trying to get
All
me-
right, can we get them to sponsor us?
Yeah, that's
what I
right.
say.
Hey,
Rafino,
y'all
show
trying
us
to get
that
me fired for my
sponsorship.
teaching job.
It's the weekend. You ain't fooling
Yeah.
them kids.
Yeah, I work
Yeah,
in Corsicana
yeah.
too.
Oh.
All right, so where do we want to
Check
go
you out. Make sure you
now?
hot.
Huh?
All right, you sound good.
Okay, I'm good.
All right,
Yep.
so we're gonna pick up and talk about the video game scholarships.
Ooh.
No, we're gonna ask you about how Austin was. How about that? There we
Yeah,
go.
we got to go South by Southwest. We got to find out how good Austin was so you
Yeah.
can make it to Kodak Black.
Since you're
I
using
know.
free PTO days. You know.
One ugly little dude.
Oh, whoa.
Are we
whoa.
on?
Wait, the camera's going though.
No, they're both going right now.
Oh, we're good to go
Oh,
now?
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we got KD in the house.
Hey y'all.
Hey, we missed that last week. I had to try to do that. You know how hard that was for me? All right, so tell us.
Wait, I want to hear you try. Let me hear you try. How did you try?
How did I say hey y'all?
Nah,
Bye
you
y'all.
No,
killed
said
it.
bye, y'all.
Bye y'all. Yeah, I know you like
No,
you
you
killed
sounded
it.
better than that. When
did?
when you did it on the spurt, it was a
Oh,
lot
see.
better.
Okay.
You know,
Well, thank you, sir. for
KD,
just,
KT, you know, it's all.
killing my confidence. All right, so you want to tell us about what went on in Austin?
Okay, so I went to Austin to attend Sway in the Morning. I stayed in Georgetown actually and was driving, just traveling to and from Austin. Traffic was so bad. I also did not want to wake up early in the morning, so I only went to the Friday show. But I was hanging out with family, and South by Southwest was really crazy. I didn't attend a lot of events because you got to have tickets
Yeah.
to go into a lot of things, but just seeing all those people, it was crazy.
So you saw a lot of celebrities. Did you
No, I didn't see no celebrities.
really?
Mm-mm.
Because you didn't really go to any of the events.
Yeah.
And you got to really, you got to really, really go to see people. But I've never been. I do want to go.
We need to go
Yeah,
next year.
yeah,
The
for
next
sure.
time
We
this,
gotta go
we
next
gotta
year,
go
y'all.
next year because
I wanna go. Can
Anthony
I
and
go
everybody
too?
they went. Yeah, you were part of Sports Life Talk
okay,
unless you
yay.
didn't know.
Yeah, we can like do a showdown now. That would be flavor.
Well, we
Yeah,
gotta
maybe
do
I
that.
can get
Hey
a
man, you
concert
go
in there
you
too.
go ignore this elephant in the room, man.
What elephant?
This-
I'm drinking orange juice, so I don't know what you want to talk about. If you want to bring up something,
mean,
go ahead,
you
sir.
Ruffino in
Just
your
a
orange
Yeah.
breakfast juice, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
the bartender then brought some drinks.
Oh,
man.
y'all drinking sparkling wine, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm drinking orange juice. To my employers, this is
Now
orange
that's
juice.
that's how you make an entrance. Though. That's how
Absolutely,
you
yeah.
come in
Well,
the
I mean-
building.
They say when you come in late, you got to bring
you gotta
something.
bring something. I mean, but most people bring Whataburger. She's bringing drinks. Come on,
She
man.
brought some straight hall.
Yeah, y'all know it was the first day of spring on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
the spring solstice.
yeah, cheers to new beginnings, y'all.
There it is.
Yes.
So is this your
Yes.
go-to drink, or this what you
No,
drink every morning? What's going on?
Yeah,
Oh, we
I wish I could drink it every morning.
got- yep.
Driving to Dallas County
Cheers.
every morning. This is what I need.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers. You gonna live
y'all.
without?
Cheers.
Cheers.
New beginnings. All
This is
right.
still orange juice, by the way.
It's some tasty orange juice too.
Mhm.
You don't drink too much of the orange juice, so how about that?
Delicioso.
Sounded like
Oh,
it.
look at you. Yeah, I
Uh-oh.
know. Spider, you sure you don't want to? I know you. Well,
Yeah.
no, you at work. Stay away from this, Spider. What are you talking about? You don't want none of this.
Hey guys, can I interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah.
Of course.
I got a text from
From
Mr.
Cisco, the
from-
little dude.
from Mr.
Cisco.
from Mr. 205 a little bit ago that just said good morning. So how am I supposed to respond back to a good morning? Do I just say good morning back?
Nope.
What do
No.
I
Say
say?
goodbye.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
He
Hey.
thirsty.
Okay.
Who's this?
Yeah. No, don't say who this. You don't want to crush him too much.
Nah,
Just
nah,
don't respond. Hey, say, hey, I'm recording Sports Life Talk right now.
You can
Just
check it out on
check
Monday
it out,
afternoon.
yeah, and leave me the hell alone. All right, so let's talk about Marquette University. They're actually in 2019, I guess in the fall, they're going to announce that esports is going to be a varsity sport. And I know this is something that's near and dear to old boy over there's heart. So, B. Jones, why don't you go ahead and lead us on this?
So I actually had to do some research on this one, and come to find out, really truthfully, I think that there's no wrong or right in our debate. That's what I really was gonna say. There's no wrong or right in our debate on what.
Oh no!
Well,
That's
there
not how
always
you
is.
made it seem.
Nah, truth, because Merriam-Webster and Dictionary.com both have conflicting definitions of the sport, and essentially it comes down if there's any level of physical exertion or team and competition or individual competition in which there's a winner and a loser, it can be technically considered a sport. So ESPN is actually airing things like poker, because poker
They've had dominoes in there
Yep,
too.
they've had curling and other competitions, and so in order to say esports is not a sport, you would have to say fishing is not a sport. You would have to say hunting is not a sport. There's not much of a difference in the level of physical exertion. Even esports people who race in cars, they compare what they do to a NASCAR driver who drives in a car, and all they doing is really using the steering wheel and cognitive skills.
Now, see, I've just come
Yeah,
around
but
as
they
far
could
as
also
NASCAR
die
being a
if they
sport.
don't do something right.
We're not defining the sport by the level of risk.
I mean, you kind of also have to put that into the equation, though.
I mean, how many people have
So-
actually gotten hurt playing sports? I mean,
I don't
video
know,
games.
maybe they sprung a finger.
I know somebody that did because he was playing that Wii and accidentally threw that thing into the TV, and that was a whooping. So he technically
got hurt for that. Okay, I guess
yeah.
So the reality of where I'm going at, man, sports is going to have to be what you at the end of the day, what the listeners or what you define as to being the sport. So now, is there money involved in these e-tournaments and things of that nature?
big time.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And from that perspective, when you look at Wisconsin or Marquette, they getting their hands involved in it. It's a very brilliant move because eventually, as you
It's
see
a
more,
billion-dollar industry.
it's $1 billion industry. They just built a big coliseum for it out in is it Arlington? Is it Arlington or Fort Worth?
Yep.
It's a big video game thing. They got a team coming down there and everything. There's major sports leagues.
I mean,
Advertisers
it's
getting involved
advertised
in it.
on national television, like tournaments
Absolutely.
and
And I
stuff.
see it all the time on ESPN. So I guess from that perspective, it is a sport. But the thing about it is that the mind shift, or I guess you could say the industry is starting to acknowledge it more, in which you're going to start seeing more and more and more universities get involved in it. Scholarships, as Miss Beckham brought out and brought to our attention. It's just that's the movement, man. And it might be like, 100 years from now where you see it just like on the movies, where they just like that's how they compete.
So basically, you do agree that this is a sport?
Oh, absolutely. I do think it's a sport, but I also think dominoes is a sport. I think anytime it's me versus you, man on man, and it's a competitive aspect in which you're thinking, I think chess is a sport.
Is
we
going to
get-
work a sport?
Nah, I don't think going to
Oh,
work.
I mean, it's me
a physical
versus you
exertion. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well,
so it's-
what you go to work and it's me versus you.
I mean,
You may
y'all
have-
up for the same promotion or something, and it's
If we
my
got-
thinking
if
versus
you
your
gotta-
thinking.
yeah, if you
and
gotta hit a
gotta
quota, I gotta hit a
outskill you.
quota.
Absolutely.
Right?
So
If I
It's a
hit 10 and you hit
competition.
8, I won.
So what's the
Exactly.
difference?
I don't think it's a sport. It's more of a competition.
But-
I think in order for it to be a sport, now I guess you could say to the point that, hey, me and you going against each other, we turning it into a sport. Then now all of a sudden we both are intensely going after it. Not just, hey, we throwing this up there and it's a promotion and whoever gets it, because somebody from the outside may get that as well. And that's not a true direct reflection of a competition.
So it's rock, paper, scissors, that sport?
And then also with the
I mean, why
hold
you just
on.
go? Why you go?
But with an interview or with the with the promotion, that's determined by another individual, which other people could have a competitive aspect in that, which you didn't have that opportunity. They can look and say, well, your degree came from XYZ school, this person's degree came from this, or this person has 14 years of experience versus you only have 6. So we picking this person over here. That's not to say you weren't better than him, or her, but at that same point in time, go ahead.
Oh.
I mean, I've heard about some boxing matches where one person might have been better, but then the judges picked this one. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
But that's the weakness in boxing, which
Oh,
I
okay.
love
Okay.
boxing. That's
Okay.
actually a
All
big
right.
flaw in the sport of boxing.
it
The judging system has been it's been criticized very highly in boxing. As a matter of fact, I was watching the Earl Spence fight last Saturday. Did y'all get a chance to check it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
They
did.
actually, the whole entire fight, they kept this punch count up. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Literally, every time somebody landed a punch, you would see it go up.
Yeah,
You would go up. I
yeah.
think at one point in the fight,
It was
Earl Spence was up like 300 and
domination.
something.
Right.
It was like
To
300 and some
67.
point to 60. Yeah.
Yeah, he
so
didn't
so,
have
so
100.
Domination.
if them judges would have came back and said anything other than Earl Spence, we'd be like, man, we just saw this man hit this man 300 times and he
Right.
only hit him 70. How is that even close?
Right,
So
right.
they trying to remove the judges' biasness off of, but what was that? I got Manny Pacquiao lost about 2 summers ago
Joe
Yeah.
to
Horn.
Joe Horn
And it's-
or Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn.
Jeff
Yeah.
Horn.
And Canelo and Triple G too, the first
Yeah, it
one.
was- that
So
was rigged,
and
too.
these are, you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder versus the other guy.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
also
Fury.
controversial
Tyson Fury.
win. So I get where you're going. You trying to say that there are certain elements of sports where which
Somebody
one
else
person.
determines.
That's right.
what-
But that's the
yeah.
beauty of a sport. The beauty of a sport is that the Eagles, who weren't supposed to beat the Patriots, who everybody thought the Patriots were going to come in and dominate them, Eagles win this game 41 to 33.
But now you're changing the whole subject. I'm
not
talking
really.
about
Well, I'm-
being a sport. That's just like when you and I play Destiny or Division 2, or if we play NBA 2K against each other.
Correct.
So that's a sport
You
right
scared
now?
of me on 2K, man.
Scared of you? I ain't scared of you in nothing.
He's scared of me.
Hey,
Hey, you'll get me on Destiny.
Hey, we can do rock, paper, scissors right now.
Hey,
What you
we'll
want to
twitch
do?
it. We'll
See,
twitch
see,
it.
What you want to do? Right now, we can go.
Now that's a good
See,
debate.
there's-
Is rock scissors paper a sport? Now
It's more of a
actually-
sport than gaming because
I've
you actually do. Let's
I've
move
actually
on. I
seen
don't wanna
Already
talk
too
about
much
this.
Do
orange
that.
juice going on in the body. Clearly, both of you
I
guys.
ain't had but a swig of orange juice.
I got what's that? Simply Tropicana. This is Tropicana
Yeah.
orange juice.
Yeah.
Stop
But I
playing.
know a 13-year-old that is just is now paid for
Come
reviewing
on.
video games and posting it on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Talk to him.
So now
Talk to
he's
him.
paid doing that. Like
Mhm.
But
when
is
our
that a
parents were
sport?
like, get out those video games. Da, da, da,
They weren't progressive.
No.
Oh, I'm getting paid.
Now he
Oh.
getting paid. So I
Wow.
bet.
So
his
what's
mama
your
didn't
stance,
say-
sir? So you feel like it's not a sport, clearly. So
Yeah,
what is,
I don't feel like it's a sport. I feel like I think my definition last week was if it was something that is played in the Olympics, that's probably this time where most non-major sports outside of obviously baseball, basketball, football, soccer are like actually be able to be played, and people around the world, every person around the world who has a television can actually turn on and watch numerous different types of sports that normally you don't ever get to see, that are all across the world. There are sports events that, Americans don't even play, but other countries in the world do play, and so I think if it's a sport, they always make sure to include it in the Olympics. And this is also why they've decided to also add golf to the Olympics as well.
I think that's
So because
So-
that was the only missing sport that is really global that wasn't being played, because even American football is not a global sport. It's only an American sport.
So I'm glad you said this. So you do realize, though, that a lot of the sports in which we are considering sports came from in previous, like, for example, a marathon was actually the distance between, I think it was the Roman city to another location in which a person would have to run to deliver a message. And that was the whole competition. They would have to run 23 miles, literally without stop, to get a message from this one city to this one city. And all of a sudden now
I'd
you
have
got
died.
marathons. The rifle competition in the Olympics, which they have the shooting, that comes from hunting, which you purchase a sports coat and you go out there and you hunt. So if you're going to say that hunting or Olympic sports, hunting may not be an Olympic sport because they can't dictate where the birds and the fowl is going to be at that point in time, but that is a legitimate sport. That is a gentleman's sport.
Okay, we're gonna agree to disagree. But if
Yep.
the dominoes ever go to the Olympics, I'll be there.
You
I'm
got it.
representing
You got it.
USA.
know. You
My-
never know. They
Hey,
might
my
add
domino
it on
game is
there.
on point. I'm not just talking. I can play dominoes, man, and spades. You want to play spades? Get
No,
you a
I'm not
partner.
thinking.
Hashtag Dominoes to Olympics.
Hey, let's go. I'll be there. All right,
You
so
gonna
let's
support it, sir?
No.
come on, Serge. I'll be there, man. I have my
I'll root
Sports
you
Life
on
Talk
when you
shirt
make it.
on. If we ever get our shirts, I have that
Yeah,
on.
I
you
was
know
just
Yeah,
what
if we
gonna
get
say,
my
speaking
hat
of
too.
shirts,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Where my hat at, man?
Well, he said he's gonna hit the guy up
Yeah,
after
we're
the
gonna
show.
get him, man.
Okay.
Hey, Pam, we gotta get you one too. We're gonna have to get you a shirt too.
Absolutely.
Y'all think he printed them in his house or something? No,
Well,
man,
that's the way you made it think. Hey,
Yeah,
go ahead,
no, but
Arab,
he
give us the
ordered.
money.
I mean,
I
it's totally
thought
been
we were
like,
gonna have
I
it
don't
the
know,
next
couple
day,
weeks.
24-hour service. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, this man doing it big, man. We
Hey.
dealing with
Who-
professionals.
Hey, what is the
Come
man's
through,
name?
T-shirt.
What's his
dude.
name? What's it?
Farron.
Farron.
Yeah, Farron. His business is called Design by One.
Farron. Good looking out. Give us
Well,
that stuff.
that's what's taking so long. He the only one designing it.
Yeah.
Hey,
there-
you dealing
see?
nice. They nice though. They
Okay.
fresh.
I would like to see how nice they are. Hey, let's talk about Cam Newton. He is suggesting that in March he is going to give up sex in order to strengthen his mind and body. Could y'all give up
Power of the-
relations for a month?
Oh, it's just a month.
It's just a
all?
month. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Mhm.
Really?
I've done that several times.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
On purpose?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of him doing it?
Well, he
Not
said
really.
so he can if he can do that, he can do anything. Like
Wouldn't it
mentally.
make sense to do that like closer to football season when he, you know what I mean? Like, hey,
But
the,
maybe he's gonna
No,
see.
he's not. You got to start training, man. Like you got your mind, obviously.
Yeah, he said it makes your mind stronger. That's what he's
Yeah.
saying.
So maybe.
During football season, he needs that release, though. You know, if you
Mhm.
lose a game, you need.
Yep. She right on that.
Cam a
And let
weird
that
cat
go.
to me. Man.
Yeah, he is.
Cam on that Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook level. To
Isn't he
me.
married
No.
too? He's
Yeah, I
married,
think Cam
right?
is
Yeah.
married.
He's
Right.
married. I don't
As
think
far
he's
as
on.
what?
Yeah, that's what I was
As
gonna
far as
say.
fashion.
No,
Y'all ain't
fashion.
seen
Oh,
He's
fashion.
saying
Oh,
fashion.
fashion. Yeah.
I think
I
he's
said- I
worse.
think they're cousins,
I
aren't
think
they?
he's worse than Wes. Because this dude here
Oh.
wearing like he
He be
wore
out there
a
looking like
dress.
Superfly, man.
Yeah, he don't like no.
Oh,
Superfly.
yeah, he
like a
showed it.
super
Hey, he
food.
did
man.
wear a
That's what he
dress,
look
didn't
like. Yeah, he wore like a
Russell
dress.
Westbrook makes a lot more money than Cam Newton does.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's
So-
also the sport, though. It's contract.
But
Football
if,
players
but if
don't
you
make-
look at the individual, Cam Newton is like better looking than Westbrook, but it's the fashion sense that Westbrook has that's the appeal.
Yeah, I could
it's
dig
not
that,
just
man.
the-
I don't like Cam
you know.
Newton just as an FYI. Never have. He went to Auburn.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah,
we
he
just gonna
played in my
change the subject
division.
because you don't like him.
Well, I'm just saying I don't like Cam Newton, so you ain't got to try to sell me on Westbrook.
No.
over
so
there.
everybody said you can go a month without
Yeah,
it.
and what I
Yeah.
was gonna say is maybe he's gonna try it out for the month and see how it works out for him, and then maybe for football season he'll go the whole season.
Ain't no way
Because
in
really,
hell I'm
it's
going the whole
discipline
season.
too. It's teaching yourself discipline.
It is
also.
teaching yourself discipline.
Especially if
but,
you're married.
You
Now,
don't
if you're
think-
single, you probably could do it a little bit.
yeah, but if
you
you're
know,
married, that's
easier.
kind of selfish.
But you don't
Yeah,
think
they-
he just could have sit his
Unless
alarm and got
they-
up a little bit 30
unless
minutes
you-
earlier for 21 days or something?
I don't know. Unless you both agree on, hey, for a month we're not gonna do it. But if you just doing it yourself, that's selfish. And my wife, don't you get any ideas?
Hey, now that's an aspect of it you didn't think about. Like his wife had to agree to this.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry. If you're an NFL player and I'm your wife and you tell me no sex for 30 days because I
Yeah.
need to focus, I'm going to say, okay, baby.
Yeah.
So, but
Go
he-
make
she
that
got-
money.
Hey,
Whatever you make that money.
Absolutely. What
Yeah.
else you need me to do? You want
But
to do
then-
31 days? 32?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then, how about if I tell you that? Then you know my little side piece over there. I'm knocking it off. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna work. Cam, stop playing.
Side piece.
Man.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Jumping to conclusions.
Y'all did too. Y'all just didn't want to say it. All right. So the Eagles are proposing that the NFL stop allowing the Lions and Cowboys to play every
Haters.
Thanksgiving.
Haters.
B.
Yeah,
Jones,
that's-
since
I say why? Why stop it? I
why
mean,
stop it? It's a
It's
tradition.
a beautiful
Mhm.
thing, man. Even if the Lions go out there and get thrashed, man, we know that they're gonna play, and I think that's pretty cool to look forward to that part of their schedule.
I mean, that's the only thing that the Lions really have. You know what I'm saying? Let them have their day. The Cowboys, whatever day we can play on a Wednesday. Everybody's gonna watch it. That's just how it is.
But what's
you
the
got?
reasoning behind it? Why do they want it?
It sounds like hatred.
Oh,
Because
that's what I thought.
because they're
Okay.
hating. That's all it is.
Now, I hadn't dug into it or anything to see why, but it sounds like it's kind of a hatred. Like they don't want those teams to get that shine or get that spotlight, or maybe it could be the competition level. But I haven't had any problems with the quality of the games on Thanksgiving.
That's what you do.
No.
You eat your food, you watch the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Now they do have a Thursday night game that they've been rotating the teams on.
Yeah, that's for every team.
Yeah, but I'm saying that we get to see two new teams there. I think last year the Saints played the Falcons on Thursday night,
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
and then the year before
Yeah, they
that, I
added
can't
a third game a couple of years back.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
I mean it's cool. Let them get their shine, man. It's not much going on up there in Detroit that they can really be excited about.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
that's
the real problem is they didn't want to see the Cowboys on. That's all that was. And they think,
well, that might be the case. I'm not going
Well,
to
I think
discount that.
there is an advantage to playing at home,
on a Thursday night.
you
right?
get like
because
2 weeks off.
you get the bye and you get to stay home and not have to travel. So you necessarily do get a break that most other teams don't get.
But
you know?
supposedly they all supposed to have that at one point. At one point on their schedule, every NFL team
plays a
gets
Thursday
to play
game.
on a Thursday game.
Right. But staying at home on a Thursday game versus, because Cowboys don't just play one Thursday game, they play multiple Thursday
Yeah,
games.
I get
yeah, we
it.
had a Thursday game and then another Thursday game.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how we did it last year
Yeah.
too.
And
We played
so-
that Thursday night,
And the following
and
Thursday.
then we played the following
Right.
Thursday.
Because they play the Cowboys. the
Yeah,
following
that's right. We
Thursdays,
played the
right?
Cowboys. Yep.
So I think that's where the disadvantage comes in because one team ended up having to travel, and it's like every year it's a guarantee that they get to play at home. I don't think there's a problem with the Cowboys playing on on Thanksgiving. It's the fact that they get to play at home every Thanksgiving.
It's about
And they
ratings,
won
man.
that game
So-
against us too.
Who?
The Cowboys. So they
Mhm.
played 2 back-to-back home games on Thursday, and then we had to travel to
It was us and we.
New Orleans.
Yeah, he likes the Saints.
New Orleans. Whoa, there.
Yeah, I see your face of disgust. That's how I was the
Whoa.
first time he told me.
Whoa.
But I've been dealing with some of his family members anyway. So hey, they're lovely people.
Hey.
Hey, y'all.
man.
Hey y'all. Hey, speaking
I
of
tell you,
that,
man, you gonna be
Yeah, I know.
banned from the state in a minute, man.
Hey, I love the state of Louisiana.
I do too.
You see the smile I got? I love it. Oh God.
Home of the
Hey,
Essence Festival,
Hey,
man.
speaking of that, we all need to go to the games though when they play against the Colts and when the Cowboys go there. Why not make a trip down there?
It's gonna be in New Orleans. Hey, man, you already
I
know
know
I'm
that.
down.
I
I'm
said,
10
why not
toes
make
down on that one, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Let's go.
That
Go
might
to
be tough. I got so many trips coming up this year, man.
balling.
Now if we can get Rufino to sponsor my trip.
Sponsor all the trips.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Hey, somebody reach out to Rufino. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bartender.
All right, KD. Last week we didn't have your corner. I was gonna do KT's corner, but I was like, nah, I wouldn't do you like that. So what you got for us today?
Okay, so A while back, I'm on social media a lot on Instagram, and so y'all
What-
see the memes.
What is your
Yep.
Instagram name?
Yeah,
What's your
it's-
username?
KDeniseG_. That's KDNYCEG_.
She said there was so much pride. Just
She did, didn't she? Be proud of that Instagram girl.
That's that Rufino Prosecco.
we are drinking orange juice. Why y'all keep
Oh,
talking
I'm
about
sorry,
Rufino?
orange. Well,
Well, I'm drinking orange juice. I got
it's
Rufino.
because
Okay.
the bottle's in the building.
Right.
Okay, so y'all, what do y'all like the AC on, like in the house? And does your wife like it on a different level
This
than
is a problem.
y'all?
Yeah, for me,
This is a relationship deal breaker for me.
for me, this is how I do it. I like to be cold.
Mhm.
I have the ceiling fan
Freezing
going on.
cold.
I have another fan that's right next to me blowing. So I probably say around.
What about the ceiling fan? You got? The
I
ceiling
no, I
fan?
got the, that's one time I got the ceiling fan on. I have
Uh-huh.
another fan
Got
on.
that box fan.
And the AC on.
And the AC on.
Is it
So-
that? Is that
so I probably go-
$13.99 joint from Walmart? That box fan?
No,
I
not
had-
that one. I got the one, not the box fan though. That box fan go hard.
It
Yeah.
go
Go
hard.
hard.
Hey, it don't last.
In the springtime, you put it in the window.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It just don't
Oh, yeah.
last, man.
And
Had
I
to
say
upgrade
like
to the
during the
Always.
summer, I prefer like maybe like 73.
See, man, I'm cold. We keep it cold in my house. It's crispy.
Yeah,
We keep
I
the
can't go
prison
into the
cold.
60s. That prison
Yeah.
code.
Yeah,
You been to
we-
prison?
No, that's
Something you want to tell us? Hey,
jails and
you out-
hospital.
hey, you-
Jails and
Hey,
hospital.
hey,
They
your
keep
shoot
it cold,
okay?
man.
Is your shoot okay, Playboy?
Yeah, man. Mine is intact. Intact and
Almost
untampered.
made me spit out my
Untampered.
my
That
orange
was
juice.
close.
Hey,
Almost
nah, but we keep
spit
I
it
mess with you,
cold,
man.
man. We keep it cold, bro. I like
I'm
mine to be about 68.
I'm a 72 guy. It almost doesn't really matter what time of the year it is. That's just what I want and comfortable with. But my wife, she's varies 68, 69, 70.
Golly.
But like it's like you would
Yeah,
think
that's
like it's only 2 degrees, man. Like it makes a difference.
It makes-
difference.
it
makes a
It's
huge
a difference
difference.
between the 6s and the 7s.
What do
yeah,
you keep
and
yours
she gets
on?
like that hot cold flash all the time.
Mhm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
man, like I turn the fan on too. Like, all right, let's make this work.
Yeah, I don't care if it's winter. I still have my fan going on.
Yeah.
What
me
do you
too.
keep yours on?
I keep mine on 69.
So you like it cold, man?
Freezing.
How
I'd
does
rather
that
be-
72?
I'd rather be cold and you can just add layers, like put
Yes.
clothes
Yeah,
on,
that'd be
blankets.
That's right.
Then be hot.
Yeah. What's the purpose of having blankets if you can't? Yeah,
I
get
can't
on.
stand-
Absolutely
And
not.
hot makes me angry. Like it's like, yo,
No.
you gotta relax. Y'all gotta fall back.
Yeah.
No.
What about you, Pam?
Absolutely not. No. I need to be comfortable. So in the winter I was running my heat a lot, and then I got that $327 electric bill. So we cold up in there. We,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you
was
got
doing
to.
the blankets and all of that. But I like it just comfortable. I don't like it really, really cold, and I hate going over somebody's house and you stay and they got it freezing, and then they give you this little bitty thin blanket. And you,
Oh
I'm
god.
like, oh, no.
We got our house like Game of Thrones cold.
Nah, I'm saying,
Winter is
Winter's coming. Yeah. Hey, it could be July 4th. Man.
Yeah,
You
nah,
watch
nah.
Game of Thrones?
Man, I love Game of Thrones. Can't wait. August 16th.
I just hate that they're gonna have like 2-hour episodes.
I mean, April. Excuse me, April.
it's like
16th.
2-hour episodes or something because they're only doing like
Oh,
6
really?
episodes. Yeah.
Man, that's like mini movies.
Yeah, I don't need that, man. Just stretch it out and stop playing. They already took a year off.
Mm.
All right?
Dog, golf off the chain.
Yeah, it is. KD.
Okay, and then there's a question I hear about would you date a gamer? So I guess the question would be for us, for the ladies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so would y'all
Okay,
date?
Well, I
So-
think it's
Well,
fast.
there's
It's a
some
lot of
ladies that
female
are
game. We just talk
gamers.
about Shakita Evans, who was drafted in the 2K thing. So
And
it's
I
a
told you,
female. Yeah,
a
it's a female
homegirl that
gamer.
can play games.
So would y'all date a woman who's a gamer?
Heck yeah, I
You
would
know
love that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
But what if she always whoops you though?
okay.
That's fine.
Better get your stick work
Hey,
together.
I can get it back later.
Hey, hello.
Hey, be sneaky.
That was the alley oop. I mean,
Yeah, you just
That
was-
hair
it was
pull-
either
that hair
him
pull
being-
is
I
a
mean,
little
we
bit
can take
harder.
you remember you
after
beat me by 30. Yeah.
Who talking trash now, girl?
yeah, yeah.
What was that score? What was that score?
Yeah. So, but
Who really won? Who really won?
but that brings me back to something I brought up the other day about she's like the most beautiful weather woman or whatever, and her boyfriend broke up with her because he
Oh, yeah.
needed to conconcentrate on playing games.
Yannick Garcia.
Yeah,
Yep.
your
Yeah,
name
that's
Garcia.
that's
No, but the
absolutely
thing
ridiculous.
was, it is ridiculous because she's beautiful, but the amount of money he was making like over 10, right?
Yeah, 10.
He's making over $10 million just to play video games, and he said he was losing focus. But here's my thing: if you have a girlfriend, I'm pretty sure if you're making that kind of money, she'll be understandable.
She'll
that
fall
you,
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, hey, I need to concentrate on this, and I'll take care of you later. We go hang out.
Right.
So that was just dumb on him.
Sound like she
Super
probably
dope.
wanted to move around anyway. I don't know.
She probably did.
Yeah, as beautiful as if you're
She's-
describing her.
She's nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would date a gamer as long as you can. I still get my time.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
You know, I mean, I can't be, dressed up, ready to go. You know,
Oh,
5
hold
more
on.
minutes, babe. 5 more minutes.
Okay,
Oh.
now here's my problem with that. Okay, I've heard of stories of a man, he's playing a game, he's just trying to hurry up and finish, and the woman is ready to go. She'll go and like,
Y'all always ready
Oh,
to
yeah.
finish.
she'll go and cut it off, or she'll break the controller and stuff like
You
that.
the
That's
only one
going
that
too
heard
far.
that.
What'd you say now?
I said, y'all always ready to finish.
Well, we got places to be. Y'all need to hurry up and do y'all thing.
That ain't what she talking about.
Yeah.
No, I know what she's talking about. I was agreeing. I was like, that's where y'all need to hurry up and get there.
Hey, to your point though, that's absolute violation to touch my system in any form or fashion.
I agree.
Yeah, don't
But you
touch
know,
my system.
And I feel like if you're not ready, then look, I'll meet you there. I'm about to go. We about to ride separate. You can meet me there. And whenever I leave you after dinner or whatever we're doing, don't be calling me, asking me where I'm at.
No, but here's the thing. Look how many times we got to
I can
wait on
respect
y'all
that,
to get
though.
ready.
I can respect
Because
that.
it takes y'all longer to get ready than
First
us.
of all, if we need to leave at 7, you need to tell me we need to be gone by 6:30. Don't play.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's true.
even if
Don't
we say
play.
that, that's not enough. You might have to say 5:30. Come on, y'all.
I
y'all
mean,
know how
you got to
y'all
know
do.
your woman. If you know she always running late, you got to gauge what time you tell her to be ready. So.
Hey, it's just simple. Hey, we need to leave at 7. Be ready by 6:30. Point blank. Period.
No.
I'm not going to keep going on because I'm not going to get jumped by y'all. I'm not done. That's why I'm watching my words very carefully.
I see you turning your
Yeah,
body
you see
like
I'm
you're
like,
trying to walk away.
I'm like, KD, can you move on to the next topic? Next topic
Okay,
is
so
on there.
the other question was about a man staying with a woman if she's pregnant by somebody else.
Y'all don't do that.
Have y'all known some?
Hell
Hold
no.
on, run it back.
Well,
Run it back again. Say that.
would you stay with a woman? Okay, say for instance, not your wife, but a girl you're with, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll just go ahead and say your wife.
Okay.
She gets pregnant by another man during your marriage.
Be careful.
Would you stay with her? And I can answer that. It's a hell no. And this is how I'm
But
going to break
no,
it down.
let's change the question.
All right,
though.
change
Yeah,
Like,
I
let's
think,
just-
I think that's a
let's
little
just-
too.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, because
Are you
marriage is
talking
a
about
different
dating
level.
somebody
what
that's
if you
pregnant?
what if you meet a woman, and she's pregnant? She's pregnant, but what if she doesn't know yet? And then 3 months down the line, it's like, oh, by the way, I'm pregnant.
No, I'm done with you.
But what
That's-
if you
that's,
really like her though?
That's
nah.
kind of fraudulent.
Nah,
to
that's
do that
fraudulent.
like that.
Yeah,
though,
because you
man.
can't tell me that you didn't know.
Some women don't know.
No.
Well, now that's a good
Some
point.
women
No, I
don't
mean, it's a
know.
good point, but
Yeah.
just for this conversation.
Wait.
You knew you ain't
wait,
bled
It would
in-
be
in,
circumstantial.
8
Yeah,
years.
you ain't. Yes.
You knew you ain't
Time
had a cycle in 3 months. You knew something was up.
Though, but that's not fair.
No. What if
That
it's
is not
off, though?
fair.
No. Yeah, I don't
And
agree
what if
with
she's
that.
on birth control and she's
Yeah. That's because it's only 99% at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So I think it has to be circumstantial. I can't say definitively, depending on the circumstances, would determine how I would go. But I would approach it. If I'm really into that person, I'm going to see if it's something that I can make it work. And, are they comfortable, with now just finding out,
No,
like,
that's
the
a
situation is
I'm
all
sorry.
circumstantial for me.
I can't stand y'all. Let me tell you why.
In theory, I do agree with Serge though.
No,
No,
I agree with that,
no,
but
no,
my
no.
whole thing is, okay, during this whole pregnancy that's not mine, I got to keep seeing this other guy. It's just too much.
Yeah.
So what about when y'all we dating? Next thing I know, you talking about oh you want to go to this baby shower with me? Oh, okay, who pregnant? Yeah, I'm about to have a son.
Now,
Like,
see, that's
Yeah.
different
Come on.
because y'all
See-
said this is at the very beginning. So once you find out you were pregnant, then you would tell me, right?
See, I
okay,
think
Now,
a
as
dude
a
wrong
guy-
for that though.
Now,
A dude
the
is
guy- a dude
absolutely
is
wrong for
He
that.
needs to tell you in the beginning, hey,
Yep.
I do have
Okay.
somebody that's pregnant, but it's it's different.
She threw a wretch in when she said
Yeah.
I didn't
It
know.
is.
When I didn't know I was pregnant. Yeah, that was kind of dirty. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because how many women have done that and say, hey, I didn't know I was pregnant, but they knew, and then they'll say, hey, no, it's yours. Have you
and
thought about that?
Then you got to draw boundaries. Like, how is this going to look after this baby's born? How much involvement is this man gonna have in my lifestyle now?
what if he's not involved? What if it was he?
just
I'm
a
See, I think that would make me a little bit more apt to do it. If this
Now,
other guy
that
was just
would,
a
but I
one night
still-
stand, he's not gonna be involved.
If it's the beginning of our relationship, maybe like 2-3 months, and she finds out, I'm not going to stay there. I just don't see that happening because not that I'm a jerk, I'm a very loving
you not?
individual.
You just
No, I'm
real.
not.
You just want 100. You
I
100
just
with
want to
it.
be honest, but here's my thing with you guys. That's why I want to ask that. Would you stay with a woman that got pregnant while y'all were together? And then, I mean, you know what I'm saying? My answer to that would be,
Yeah, that's different. Like you're saying, we're already together, and then she
Mhm.
got pregnant. That's different than if by the time we already started talking, she was already pregnant. That I wouldn't determine that if we only found out 3 months later. But you're saying like we're already together, and then she gets pregnant.
And
No, of course
now,
not.
listen,
'Cause
because
that's
you
pretty
guys are,
different, man.
y'all keep saying you really like her, you really love her. Would you be able to sit there while she's going through 9 months with another guy's
I
baby?
got one question for her, man.
What's that?
What's the baby daddy name? Because if she says Luka Doncic or hey, the baby daddy Dak Prescott, all right, we
Yeah.
might be able to tolerate this baby. Can he
Nah.
throw?
New baby daddy is Odell Beckham Jr.
There it is.
Oh.
Baby, hey, I'm riding it down with
But
you.
the one reason I wouldn't,
crazy.
I think of it like, let's say like a love sofa, a couch. Every man has their spot, right, that nobody else sits in, right?
Okay.
And you got your own groove, right? Now
Mm.
think about this. You've been with this woman, and somebody else went there and messed up your groove. And now your love seat, somebody spilled some drink on it, if you get what I'm saying.
Throw the couch out.
Yeah, I mean, it's over.
But
Once,
how many
burn it.
women are
once you spill the drink on it, and
Hey,
and
take
it's
it
not
out to the
coming
street,
out,
burn it.
Wait, but
We're
how
done.
many women are taking care of and participating in babies that y'all have on the side? It's different though, right?
No, that's not different.
But see, I know a lot of
No,
of
I get
women
what you're
that'll say,
saying.
"Hey, I won't even date a guy with
With kids.
kids." Yeah.
Okay, I get that. But if we're together and then you come to me and say, you know what, number one, I cheated on you, and number two, I got a baby by somebody else.
Now you leave. Because
Okay.
if they've done it
Okay.
once, I'm not saying they're not going to do it twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's the
that's a
same.
tough one.
Now, in that instance, it's the same.
Okay, all right.
But it's a
Long as
difference.
the
It's a
same. Long as
difference
it's
in
the
when you
same.
say, "Hey, oh, now I'm pregnant by another man." I mean, like B was saying, you didn't recognize that
I'm
something
more
wasn't
concerned
happening.
that
Do
you didn't
something.
use nothing.
You was
That's
throwing
what I'm
up.
saying.
Something
The
was
fact
wrong.
that you put my life in jeopardy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, KD.
Okay, on a positive note, are y'all gonna watch Us?
Well,
Absolutely.
Okay, no,
I
you
would
saw
like
it, right?
I did see it.
Well, let's
Give it
us
to
a-
us.
Yeah, give it to us.
No,
Without
I'm
the
not-
spoilers.
No, she's not
Without
gonna
the
spoil it for
spoilers.
us.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, y'all definitely got to see it. It had a whole bunch of meanings behind, like a whole bunch of like hidden meanings.
Kind of like Bird Box.
Yes.
That they're making
exactly,
a sequel to.
Exactly like
Bird Box
Are
2.
they?
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
too
Yeah.
much.
Damn, I lost my thought.
You were saying
mo-
that it
the
had
movie?
significant meanings. It had
Yeah.
like layers of meanings
Oh,
behind
it's
it.
not scary. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
It's not scary. They kind of promoted it to be scary, and
Yes.
it's not. I personally liked Get Out better.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, see, that's kind of.
But I think it depends on your level of scary. Because I have some friends that are like scary. So this might we haven't seen it. We're going Tuesday.
Mhm.
But I have some friends that are like scary. So like there are certain things that scare them that other people be like, what? That's
Hey,
not
kitchen-
even scary.
now, at the
Catching that
beginning-
discount on Tuesdays is smart.
$5. Okay, yes.
At the beginning, there was like a quick jump, but
Okay.
after that, it's pretty. It's pretty
Okay.
So, is it more of a
Okay.
movie that makes you think?
Yes, you have tons of questions afterwards.
I've
So I
seen a lot of
suggest-
people say they're still processing it after
Yes.
they've seen it.
Definitely. So whenever at the end, you're gonna be like, why, what? So
Okay.
definitely go see it with somebody
Okay.
that's willing to have a conversation afterwards.
Well, I gotta find somebody to
that's
watch
why
it
we
with.
got.
We got homework.
Yeah.
Everybody got
Everybody
homework.
got homework.
We're gonna
Okay.
come back. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna talk about us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I
man.
can dig that.
All right, so let's talk a little basketball, and we know that
Well-
there are a lot of. What, you want to say something else?
Well, I just wanted to go ahead and drop my yeet, man.
Oh,
Oh man,
okay.
you know what, man? Playboy, give us your yeet.
All right, man. All right,
Drink
well,
this orange juice.
Once again, the mad scientist. He dropped one this week. We went out and looked for some extraordinary individuals out there. We found a video of a gentleman literally running 100 meters on his hands.
Oh, I saw that video.
Yes.
Yeah.
He represented Jamaica
Special
in the
Olympics.
Special Olympics.
Yeah.
And after once KT showed it to me and I was looking, I sent them back. I was like, man, y'all gonna be mad 'cause I want to give out 1,000 yeets now. I mean, everybody who participates in the
Oh,
Special
absolutely.
Olympics is just a
Yeah.
phenomenal event. I went kind of down that video rabbit hole and was in tears at the office. But with that being said, this gentleman out of Jamaica, not only did he run the race, and it was 50 meters, excuse me, with only his arms, but he came in second place.
Yeah, came in
So
second.
Kirk
Crazy.
went from Jamaica. You are extraordinary. You are excellent, and you deserve a yeet.
All right, man. So did you have another one? Cause I know we did a Special Olympics.
Nah,
so if you
we'll
wanna
do another one next
I
week.
would say
man.
this has been a one day we gave you too, man. You didn't take
That sounds
advantage of
good,
it.
man. I'm giving it. You know what? Let's give it to all the Special Olympics participants, man. Y'all get a yeet too.
Okay, so
Yes.
Pam, do you have any events that are coming up that you want to tell us about?
I am actually working on my April calendar now. Someone sent me an email today that about some things that I should possibly look into, and I'm like, okay. So I'm working on the April calendar. I finally have an intern to help me.
All right.
Shout out to Alexis.
Alexis.
Moving up.
Alexis.
Moving on up.
You talking about the little thing from Google?
That's Alexis.
I mean,
Dude
Amazon.
here. Hey man,
That's
somebody take his
Alexa.
orange juice away from him.
Nah, that was a corny dad joke. I was being corny. I was being corny.
Right?
Oh,
Right.
look at her.
But
Judging
visit-
my drink.
But visit the
I'm
website
babysitting.
though to stay posted on everything. www.loversofriends.net. I got a couple women's things coming up.
Well, you gonna be here next week, right? We got to talk about us. You just made a commitment.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
well, you know she has another job she does on the weekend. So
certain
whenever
days,
she,
but she's off on that Saturday.
You don't
so
love us enough to.
I got you.
All right, that's
well, I
fine.
told she actually reached out to me. She was like, "Hey, I'm ready. I want to do it again."
All right, let's
Yeah,
go. We
yeah.
family now. That's it.
Yes.
So
You
now
got to
Pam-
order your shirts. You got to order your jersey.
Yes.
Yep. So we got that. All right. So we have a giveaway, sir. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes, we do. We are giving away tickets to Springfest, which is next
Ooh.
Sunday, the 31st. We have locally Asian Doll. We have Danny Lay. We got Meg the Stallion,
And
Kiana Lede.
I saw him on Instagram.
I Googled Meg the Stallion.
I
They
will be there.
Yeah, I need my ticket, sir.
Oh, I got you.
I Googled Meg the
I
Stallion.
want to go.
Yeah, I
You-
got
you
you.
got you.
I got your tickets. So yeah, we'll be doing the giveaway tomorrow. So
How
make
do I
sure-
enter into the giveaway?
Hey,
You
I got it. I got it right here, man.
You send
want
a
me-
text.
There you go.
All right, hey,
No.
One, you got to follow Sports Life Talk.
All
You got to
right.
like the photo and tag 3 people. That's all you
Yep.
got to do.
Oh,
that's
that's
Well,
it.
you gotta
easy.
go to
That's
Instagram.
easy.
And go to Sports Life Talk and
Do
the
it out your,
instructions
yeah.
to
There we go. We
right?
got y'all. Hey.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you there because we're all going this time. KD, don't go to Austin or
Okay,
anywhere else.
well, I'm not going.
Wait, when is
South
it
Carolina.
again?
Next Sunday,
South
the
Carolina.
31st.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, yeah, I
At
got
Gas Monkey Live.
Don't
Yes.
go to
Hey,
don't go
I'll
to
be in
Cleveland
LA.
either.
I'll be in LA in May. Yeah, and Cleveland is gonna be in August. No.
Hey, so before we get off,
August,
what you think
September.
about your boo going to the
Oh
to the
my
Browns?
goodness, y'all. My phone was blowing up. So shout out to everybody that knows that OBJ is my man.
Except for OBJ.
Except for OBJ.
He know. He listened to the show. OBJ listened to the
Hey, we're
show.
working on that, Pam.
Yeah,
We're trying to get it up there to the Cleveland, man. We live
Yeah.
in New York,
Mhm.
but Cleveland's a little tougher place to get.
But yeah, I'm excited. And it's so funny because remember that episode before I was telling y'all how I kind of want him to go somewhere else,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So that way he can shine. So I'm excited to
Oh,
see
he's about to
what-
shine.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
He
excited to
is.
see what he can do, and then to him be back with for him to be back with his friend
Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so
So they're
Pam,
gonna
we
be-
got to get you a sports boo now that's single.
Yeah.
That's single.
Yeah, we got to work
Ooh.
on that. Who?
Yes.
Single or not single?
Single? No, they got no, and they got to be over 6'2", so we got to work on that. Well,
That's a lot of athletes.
That's
Well,
pretty easy.
That's a lot of
at,
athletes. Yeah.
at my age though, they probably retired by now.
You need to
Don't
holler at
matter.
you need
It's
to holler
okay
at
to get some young.
Mike Trout. That need to be your sports boo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, you're
I did.
30.
I did look him up though. I was like,
Yeah.
let's see here.
12
Oh,
years,
okay.
430 million. That boy
Okay.
set for life.
All right,
Yeah.
Pam, that's your homework. Find you a sports
Hey, before
boo.
Okay.
we about to get off here, KT.
Yeah, we about to get off.
Hey,
Oh,
but just
hey.
let everybody know, man, they can make money by listening to the show.
Hey, on Podcoin.
That's
Yeah,
right.
We,
That's
we
huge.
have a
Yeah.
code that's on Instagram. Put that code in. You'll make money. Listen to us.
Yep.
And other podcasts, not just us, but mainly us. Listen to us a lot.
Over and over.
Yes, please.
Make that
Please.
change.
Yeah. All right. Thank you
Hold
for
on
listening.
1 second.
Oh my
hold on.
gosh.
Sorry. Okay, so I just want to give a shout out to my friend. Today is his dirty 30. Happy birthday, Keith. Turn up,
Keith.
turn
Uh-oh.
up.
Wait. No, you know we're not gonna let you get away with that.
Right, because she was smiling.
Yeah.
Too. I thought,
Hey, she was smiling hard too.
Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna be 30 this year. So I'm shouting out everybody who's turning 30. So
We
Dirty
weren't
30.
really going there.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. But don't try to
Hashtag dirty
change the
30.
well,
subject.
let me keep drinking.
No,
Who's
who is
Keith?
this? Come on now.
it's a friend.
What kind of friend? Because it's like,
Happy
Friend with the
Keith,
small F or a
happy
capital
dirty
F?
30.
all right,
But you
Keith.
say he's just a friend.
Happy birthday, Keith.
Yeah.
Somewhere with lover or friend or
Hey,
Oh,
Keith.
yeah, is it love or a friend?
So now I'm cueing it to you, Kate.
Why don't you take it away? Why don't you go ahead and end it for us? Why don't you do that?
Okay, hold on.
Since you want to trip on Keith. Hey,
Hey,
does Keith
Pam,
listen to the show?
You got an event for
Yeah,
Keith and
Keith
listens to the
definitely
show.
listen to the
Hey,
show. How
appreciate
would
it,
he
Keith.
see the
Make
shot
sure
out
you,
of the way?
Yeah.
Right?
hey, Keith, tag 3 people,
Yeah,
follow us, and like the photo, and I'll let
Yeah.
you
we
Win
can go-
tickets and then
Look.
come to the show next week.
so we can
Yeah.
meet Meg Thee Stallion. Keith, hurry up,
yeah,
man.
and we need all your good energy. So, all
Wait,
right,
hold up
y'all.
now. You can't
Thank
keep
you-
throwing
thank
extra
you
stuff in
for-
there.
Right?
Thank you for listening to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. Follow and like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We hope that you will join us next week, and please tell a friend to check us out. Bye, y'all.
Keith,
Later.
Keith with all that energy.
Big Keith.